One of the ultimate goals for all readers, including very young readers, is that they will be able to read material independently. And that means reading material at a level of 98% accuracy. If we recall, the practice of reading independently really boosts confidence and allows them to access all the material, understand the material they're reading. And level readers, or a level reading scheme, allows for that, allows for the child to be matched at just the right textbooks. So they can be matched at independent level or other levels depending on the task involved. But for independent level, they need to be matched to texts where they have 98% accuracy. We have found from practice that, and from talking to teachers in schools, that weaker readers tend to want to choose books that perhaps are a little bit too difficult for them. And it's really important that students have choice in the books they select. So having a levelled reading scheme will give them the choice. They may have 20 or 40 books to choose from, but they're choosing from a correct level for themselves. Another important thing about the independent reading at independent level is that it gives you opportunity to read what we'd call easy text. So lots of easy reading makes reading easy. So it's really important. You can't do enough of that type of rehearsal and practice of words that you already know. It builds up confidence and it's very motivating for students. It certainly is. It is a big investment for a school to acquire a high quality levelled reading scheme, particularly if you want to have multiple copies of a book when you're doing guided reading. So certainly it's a huge investment, but I think in the long run it's a worthwhile investment. Another thing that's very important to take into account in a levelled reading scheme is the number of fiction and non-fiction books. Research is showing us that we tend to stock our libraries with more fiction than non-fiction books, and that all students need to be exposed to a wide variety of genre in terms of reading material. So something like the PM reading scheme does incorporate both fiction and non-fiction. A levelled reading material usually has a wide range of texts, so there's a different book going home each night with the student. And if you start in junior infants and you work through to senior infants and first or second, it will be a large investment, obviously, buying the books initially for the scheme, but it will have a lot of payoff in the long run as children progress up through the levelled readers and getting to read just the right text with parents at home. In time, I think when schools have invested in the books, it probably would be worthwhile for them to invest in the benchmark kit that accompanies, say, the PM reading scheme. And this allows them then to do kind of an assessment or a benchmark to find out what level the child is at, so that it can be placed on just the correct reading material. Some of the tasks involved might be doing a running record on a book at a particular level to see are they able for that level. And if they're able for it, they might move up. If they're not able for it, they might move down. So it just means that it's a way of ensuring the child at the correct level.